Does your dog follow you from the couch to the kitchen? Then to the hallway? Then somehow all the way to the bathroom like it's their job? You probably think it's just clinginess or boredom, but a lot of the time, your dog is sending a specific message with every quiet footstep behind you. In this video, you're going to decode what following you everywhere really means, from ancient pack wiring to protection to emotional attachment. And yes, there's one reason that only shows up after you've been gone, and it changes those reunion moments completely. Number 1. Your shadow and the pack instinct. Following is a deep-rooted instinct from wolf ancestors. Have you noticed how your dog doesn't just come with you, they mirror you? You stand up, they stand up. You change rooms, they glide right behind your legs like a fuzzy shadow. Most people think this is nosiness, but a lot of the time, it's something older than your house. That following behavior is tied to survival. Research from the University of Cambridge suggests it's an instinctual pack mentality. Your dog treats you like the leader they're supposed to stay close to. Not because you're bossy, but because closeness used to mean safety. Think about the golden retriever that trails her owner into every room, even the bathroom, sitting quietly like a little sentinel. And later in this video, you'll see the moment this pack wiring gets even stronger right after you've been gone. So when your dog shadows you, it's not just a habit. It's loyalty with ancient roots. And you're the one they chose to keep in sight. Number 2. Safety patrol, the guardian role. Your dog sees themselves as your personal bodyguard. Sometimes your dog isn't following you gently. They're scanning, head up, ears shifting, body placing itself between you and the doorway when someone walks by. Have you ever felt like your dog is escorting you through your own home? Most people think they just want attention. But a study from the University of British Columbia found dogs show protective behaviors partly because they view you as part of their pack that needs safeguarding. In unfamiliar places, this gets loud. My friend's husky stays glued to her leg at a new park, pausing to stare down every strange sound like it's a potential problem. That changes the feeling of being followed. It's not always neediness. It can be duty. Your dog is telling you, you're mine to protect. And even when you don't notice it, they're always taking mental notes to keep you safe. Number 3. Bonding through presence. Closeness is an indicator of emotional bond strength. Then there's the quiet version of following. No alert posture. No guarding. Your dog just chooses your gravity. They settle near your feet while you work, then drift after you and flop down again like your presence is the best spot in the house. Scientists at the Max Planck Institute for Evolutionary Anthropology highlight that proximity seeking in dogs is a sign of a strong emotional bond similar to child-parent attachment. Most people think attachment looks dramatic, like whining at the door. But sometimes it looks like a bulldog sitting back to back with you during TV time, not asking for anything. Just sharing space. This is your dog saying, I feel good with you. Not, entertain me. Not, feed me. So when your dog follows you and then simply relaxes, you're watching love in its calmest form, trust that doesn't need words to prove itself. If this is changing the way you see your dog right now, hit like and subscribe so more dog parents can finally understand what their dogs are trying to say. Because next, you're going to see how following you everywhere can be driven by something surprisingly practical. And it sets up the real reason your dog turns into Velcro when you come back home. Number 4. The curiosity factor. Your dog is curious about your actions and space. You're not always being followed. Sometimes you're being studied. You open a drawer and your dog appears. You rinse a cup and they're suddenly parked in the doorway, eyes locked on your hands like you're performing a magic trick. And if you cook, they become your silent audience. Most people think your dog is only hoping for food. But a paper published in Animal Cognition describes dogs as keenly interested in their humans' movements and spaces because tracking you helps them understand what the world is about to do. That Labrador who watches you chop vegetables isn't just waiting for a dropped morsel. They're mapping your routine, the sizzling sound, the cabinet you always open, the moment you turn toward the fridge. And there's something sweet about that. Your dog follows because your actions are their favorite show. In a world that changes fast, you're the most predictable, meaningful thing to learn from. Number 5. Communicating trust. Following is a sign of deep trust and dependence. Notice what happens when the house gets quiet. Your dog could choose any soft bed, any sunny patch, but they choose the spot where they can keep you in view, then they finally exhale. That's not control, that's comfort. Most people think following is a sign your dog is needy. But a study from the University of Vienna found dogs associate being near their owners with safety, reading your presence as a powerful calming signal. A trainer once described a border collie who wouldn't truly settle until she sat down in the same room. Then the dog's shoulders dropped, the pacing stopped, and sleep finally happened. That's what your dog is saying with those quiet footsteps. You're my safe place. Not because they're weak, but because they trust you enough to let their guard down when you're close. That's a rare kind of dependence. Number 6. Missing you when you're gone. Absence makes them more attached once you return. Remember at the beginning when you were promised there's one reason this following gets stronger right after you've been gone? This is it. The second you walk back in, your dog becomes Velcro. Not just happy urgent, like they have to confirm you're real. Most people think that wild reunion is just excitement. But John Bradshaw, an animal behaviorist, explains that dogs can experience stress during separation, and that stress amplifies their drive for contact when you return. That's why a dachshund might spin at the front door, then shadow you room to room afterward, checking, rechecking, making sure the house has you in it again. And it's not manipulation, it's repair. Your dog is closing the distance that scared them. Every step behind you is them saying, "Don't disappear again." And if you let them, they finally settle because you came back. Dogs don't love you the way cats do, quiet, distant, on their own terms. Your dog loves you with their whole body. With proximity. With protection. With a nervous system that relaxes when you're near. So when your dog follows you, it isn't always about attention. It's ancient wiring, curiosity, and trust braided together into one simple choice: staying with you. Even after you've been gone, they don't punish you. They reconnect. If you start noticing the soft footsteps differently, share this with someone who thinks their dog is just clingy. Because the truth is gentler. Your dog isn't crowding your life. They're choosing it.